I like this. 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 I like this.
Ducking.
Well, I can't say number one thing. Hello, boy. How are you? I can't say hello, boys, because I don't see the rest of them. But I can say this. Hello, my friend.
What's happening?
And viewing audience. Happy to be here with you. My wife want to make a PSA for Chatham County. This is Miss Brown. If you didn't think everyone. I was married, she
the better half.
Well, right. Thank you, Julius, for letting them know the better half me. Go ahead and make your PSA.
Good afternoon, everyone. Listen, Charlie and I have just launched a new company. It's called Arches Business Consulting LLC, and we are considered. You can consider us the keystone to your business and marketing success, and that's what we'll be doing. But one of our first announcements we would like to make, as far as Arches is concerned, we are doing some marketing for Chatham County. And this is very important to all you vendors there, especially the minority business enterprises and the women business enterprises and the disabled business enterprises. The county launched a new system for managing their vendors. And those vendors who are in their system, the old system, the VIMS system, are no longer registered in the system because they have to transfer over to the new bonfire system. The VIM system is their vendor information management system, which used to handle all the vendors in Chatham County. So if you did not transfer over into their new bonfire system, you will not be getting any information as far as bids, RFs, any of that information. So to help you out, the county is sponsoring a workshop on May 20th.
Keep that date.
From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the James Holmes Center which is at Memorial Stadium.
Excuse me.
And what happened there is you will be able to get all the information you need as to how to register for the bonfire program. And also they will have people on site to sign you into the system. So if you are hearing this message, bring your information, bring your business license, bring any certifications, any information that you had in the VIMS system, you need to transfer into the new bonfire system for vendors.
And we want to thank you so much. In the future, Julie never say I do a lot of talking. That my wife can talk. And I think she learned it from you, watching you, the way you go on and on. But it's important because, you know, Charlie Brown likes to say, when people fail, it's for two reasons. Lack of information, lack of knowledge. It's a great opportunity. I'm so happy to be a part of it. Mrs. Brown is her company. She made me vice president of marketing. So
you can't see that, but that's an artist.
Right. She made me vice president of marketing. So I'm just real thrilled to be helping my wife and working with her. But I'm still with ATR. We still do things in political and other areas, but I'm a marketer for Arches Business Consultant. I'm vice president. And viewing audience, thank you for listening. God did all us a big favor. He gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. And y'all did a good job in listening and not typing in and get him off the air. Thank you so much.
Please remember, May 20th, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And lunch will be furnished.
Lunch furnished. And we'll be having a good time.
I'm coming for lunch too.
Huh?
I said, I'm coming for the lunch too.
Yeah, well,
yes, and please come and register in the system.
Oh, Julius, I know you'll be there. We talked about it too. That's very good. Thank you so much for allowing Ms. Brown to do that. But again, you family, and that's a PSA for the people in Chatham County who want to do business with Chatham. It's a great day in this city, and we have to own up to it. And tell me, where's the rest of the gang? Because I like to say hello, boys, and saying hello to you is good. But, you know, when we started out, Julius, you know how many people it used to be? Just the 2 of us.
That's it. That's it. That's why I wouldn't go on the air until you got here. I could have went on and went to talking, but I like to stop you from talking. You know what I'm saying? I like So I waited until you got here. They said you was going to be another 5 minutes. So I said, well, I'm not going to start without my partner.
Well, thank you so much. And how's everything going on the beaten path today?
Everything is good. Everything is good. You know, we got a lot coming up. We got a lot of political races coming. And
Gator Rivers. Stop for a minute. You know, Gator Rivers, you know, Saturday morning. And they say it's going to be like what you call a memorial next Wednesday. Do you know the time?
Supposed to be 5 o'clock. And from what I heard, it was supposed to be at Beach High School. I don't know whether it still is. I'll get it up to the people early, and we'll let y'all know on the Watchdogs on Saturday or on one of the other shows. We'll probably put it at the bottom of the screen. That was my boy. You know, me, you, and Gator get on the phone and we'll talk and joke and laugh, and y'all will talk about, you know, the basketball days and the football days when y'all were in high
track.
school.
Don't forget track. The only thing I ever beat Gator in, I've never beat him in basketball. I've never beat him in no sports but one. I ran track. I ran the 880, and he ran the 880. And he's favored to win the region because he was one of the best 880 individuals in this city, in Chatham County. And the day of the finals, I beat Gator Rivers. And
you beat Gator, but did you win first place?
Yes, and I represent 3 AAA. That's the highest it went in the state at the time in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's the only thing I've ever beat Gator in. And his excuse was, and I'm not talking ill of the dad because I'm serious. He said he wanted to take his girlfriend to the prom. Up until about 2 months or 3 months ago, he finally owned up and say, I beat him. And he was so shocked. He didn't know what to say. But that's the first thing came to mind. And that's a true story.
Yeah, you know, me, you and him, we'll be on the we'll be on the phone, me and you and Gator call. And I'll let you know. I just tag him in.
Oh, you dirty person.
Yeah, because you'd say, anybody call me, you'd be saying, no, just call me back. But when Gator called and me and you was talking, he called all the time while me and you talking.
Yeah.
And I would always tag him in to our call. You know, Gator called me almost 3-4 times a week. And you know, it was you and I who inspired him to run, because he's sitting there and he kept just nitpicking. He kept just bothering us about how they was doing this to him, how they were blocking him here, how the Beach High School was doing this, and the trophies wasn't in the case, and all kind of stuff. And he complained that the county commission was blocking him out at the golf course, everything, you know. And we were his sounding boards. And
and one of the things we talked about, you know, he wanted to run as an independent, you know, because Gator is down as a Republican.
Right.
And to run as an independent, you need, I want to say, almost 3,000 or 4,000 signatures. And they all have to be in the 2nd district. And that's a bit to try to go around to get that many signatures. And he decided to, I guess, get with the Republican Party and say, I'm going to run as a Republican.
No, that wasn't what happened.
What happened?
He went and signed up and paid his money as a Democrat.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Go ahead.
And then he saw, they called him and told his paperwork was incorrect because he put the wrong district.
He was in the 3rd district.
Right. But he was really in the 2nd. But he put down 3rd.
Okay.
So he got mad, went there and got his money, and ran and took it over to the Republican Party.
Okay.
So
okay, because UEC really wasn't a Republican. I mean,
no, he wasn't.
And nobody can say he voted like a Republican because he wanted to be elected, and that's what. And
Gator had compassion. Republicans don't have compassion. Gator had compassion, and he had a passion for young people, especially athletic wise.
Oh yes, he did.
Yeah. So you know,
I have to say that, yeah. It was all about helping them get to another level.
Yeah.
I had the utmost respect for him. I know I give him a tough time a lot of times about stuff, but at the end of the day, Gator was okay with me, and I was okay with him.
Yeah. And you know, my thing is, Charlie, when you got a celebrity like that, which would probably, I would venture to say that on the national stage out of Savannah, could you name anybody with more name recognition than him? On the national stage.
Yeah, the only other person will probably come real close is Hollywood Van, because you know Van a world travel a lot of places. But Gator. But I know where you're coming from. But Gator was in the national.
Yeah,
when I say in the national, I mean not only United States, Europe, foreign countries, I mean all over the place. He gives Savannah credibility. And you know what give me another great honor? I was chairman of the Great Athletic Hall of Fame with his name up and stuff, and I helped voted him in to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's a great moment for me.
And you know what was so confusing to me was that you had colleges in this region South Carolina. You got Savannah State. You had Georgia Southern. And before Georgia Southern took over, it was Armstrong, and they had basketball programs. And why wouldn't you want a person of that stature coaching your team? That's like Deion Sanders at Colorado. You know,
now he is right.
Should have had a coaching job at some team because his heart is basketball. Everywhere you went, you saw him with that red, white, and blue basketball. And he was still good at his age at putting it on his back, throwing it up in the air and having it land. I couldn't throw that ball up in the air and have it land on my neck without it falling off. Gaynor was good. He could dribble out dribble teenagers.
Well, you know, you got a point, but what you need is probably like a cannonball to put on the top of your head and throw it up. And that'll probably do you justice. Oh man, please. That's somebody told me the only dribbling you did when you was a baby, dribble all over the floor. That's the only dribbling you did.
Hey, okay, I thought somebody said that for real. We want to say hello to Thomas Hott. Hello, Thomas. And
hello,
Dr.
sir.
David Jones.
How are you?
Y'all make sure y'all share it with your friends. Share, because if you are looking at this, then I would hope that you want your friends to look at it also. So hit that like button and hit the share button and make sure it goes into other people's homes. You know, the information we give, we try to give out great information here. We try to do those things that the other mainstream media doesn't do. We work hard every day in trying to get that information to you. We'll soon be covering a bunch of stuff with the interns that I got coming for the summer, covering all these events. Hopefully we'll be next week. We'll probably take off and then because at 5 o'clock is the service. So I don't know whether it'll be over by the time our show starts. So we'll probably try to film the go live from wherever the memorial at.
You know, that's a good idea. Maybe go out, be outside versus, not respect on the inside. Mm-hmm. But Julius, you know what I like to say to the viewing audience? There no our black here without you. You make us. If you don't exist, we don't exist. We really don't. We want you to know you are us. When you see us, you're seeing a reflection of you. Because again, you make us. We don't make you. We just inform you. We need you in our business. We need your head in our business. We want you to call in, challenge us, ask us questions. We want to inform you. If you see something that you don't like around Chatham County or in the region, let us know. And guess what? I'm going to send Julius out to report on it. If it's up in Statesboro, he'll go up there and report on it. That's right. The kind of person I am.
That's right.
Letting this thing go in danger zone to get good news and come back. But guess who want to take the credit for it? None other than your loving friend, Charlie Brown, is bringing it to you. Because I love you all. I just want you to know.
Ain't nothing they can do about it.
Hey, where's the rest of the guys tonight? Where's Dr. Brian and Jamal?
Bernard probably sleep. Sandra had an assignment she had to do. The only one I don't know where at is Robert. But I know that Tiffany has a meeting, and I don't know where Jamal went. He just did his show a few months ago.
Sean, you know that ugly cat. I mean, you know that.
Oh, Sean had his daughter getting awarded tonight, so he had to go to his daughter's event. He told us in our chat. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Dowse. How you doing this evening?
Good evening.
Yeah. So y'all share, so other people can see. We got our friends over in Africa. Watching also over in Kenya, and we got quite a few people over there. We got one of my interns is over in Kenya, and he's sharing with all his friends over in Kenya. So we want to make sure that we always let them know that we appreciate them, and we'll be home soon. That's the motherland over in Africa, and Mr. Brown and I are going to try to come before. That's on our bucket list. As soon as we strike it rich, we're going to take a plane and go see our motherland.
Yeah, because I just want to go someplace where a lot of people look just like me. When you go out on the street and you got just about everyone look like you, I wouldn't know how to act. I don't know. I just don't know.
Hello, Cecilia.
Hold on. Cup, Miss Cup, how are you?
Yeah. Share with everybody in your family. Make sure you share it with them. Don't just sit there and watch it yourself. Share it with them. If they don't watch it right now, they'll see the tag later on. Then they can go back and watch it. You know, like I said, we got everything for you. We got magazines with Hello Savannah and the Port City Review on Roku TV. You can watch all the reruns on Roku TV. I see y'all all sharing because the numbers are going up. Y'all keep sharing. We're on different platforms. It'll say how many people watching here, but when I look on this tablet, it got that's a different channel that we're on. It got 10, it got 16 here, and it got 9 there. So it's different platforms that we own that people are watching from. And you can watch it on Roku TV after Chris uploads it in a day or two. All our shows, all of the new shows are uploaded to Roku TV. So you can catch us there. We're Our Black Media on Roku TV. Make it one of your channels on Roku TV. It's one of the channels on my Roku.
Julie, but you know, and I kid you a lot, you know, it's all in good, you know, fun between you and I. But, you know, this is a brainchild of something that you thought about. You looked at all the local TV station, the newspaper, and you say, Charlie, 1,000 times call me early in the morning, call me midday, and say, no one is reporting it. The Herald did okay, and the Tribune do okay, but we do not have major stuff, you know, that's coming across. And I've got this brainstorm I've been working on. And you told me about this company, All Things Are Relative, ATR and stuff. And I said, Julie, that song don't even sound right. And you just kept nailing it at me and nailing it at me. One time I started to take the hammer and hit you with the hammer, to be honest with you. But you know, you was telling the truth. It turned out to be wonderful. A lot of people have been informed. We're just letting people know the information we share. Again, we want to help them be better at what they do, whatever they do. But again, we need your input. You have questions for us, you have suggestions, contact Julius or contact myself, and we'll report on it and let people know what's going on. Because we'll be just like a bad refrigerator. You know how a bad refrigerator works? Put something in it. That's right. Don't keep nothing. It'll go bad. That's right. We let the people know.
That's right. Share. We want to also thank our sponsor for tonight's show. That's One Price Cleaners in Garden City, right next to the farmers market on Highway 80. One Price Cleaners. Y'all go over there and see Shannon and his wife and family. They ran a great operation over there. Your clothes always are pressed and clean and smelling good.
Yeah.
Make sure you go by there. My brother, he did his laundry, his dry cleaning in Pula, but he did not know that there was a black dry cleaners over there until he saw that on the bottom of the screen. He said, he called, the next one, he said, that's a black dry cleaner y'all was talking about? I said, yeah, and it's over in Garden City. So he's switching and taking all his clothes over there now too. So it pays off for us to spread the word and to help each other network and promote our black businesses. We got to do that because it's us that are responsible for us.
And you know, I'm not talking about any other race or anything like that, but I see individuals going to buy crab. I see them going to buy different type Oriental dishes. I'm just saying, but I never see those people going into black businesses. Maybe you guys see them, never see them. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And those businesses don't spend money back in our community.
No.
You know, but Shannon does. He advertised with us. So, you know, and we have a few more businesses that are advertising this month in the magazines. So y'all will see it pretty soon with all the businesses that we need you all to support. But if you got dry cleaning and you need it done at a great price, One Price Cleaners in Garden City next to the farmers market on Highway 80, go in there and drop your clothes off. They do an excellent, superb job.
He do an excellent job on all my shirts. Today I just got on this knitted shirt, but normally I have on a dress shirt. Today I didn't go any place and work on anything, so that's why I just got on a regular sports shirt. But excellent place to go. You can't miss it. It's right where the farmers market at. You don't go into the farmers market. You just take, if you're going south, you just take a right and it'll get you there. If you're going north, like, you know, to Hardyville or something, just take that left and it's sitting right on the right-hand side. You can't miss it. Thank you for letting us share that. Now, what's one of the topics tonight? You want to talk about Atlanta? I don't have an agenda in the front of me.
Well, we got 5 or 6. They're going to be relatively. We're going to probably try to do us a good hour and 15 minutes or so, if it's just me and you, or as long as we can. Because with less people is a lower time. But yeah, we had a shooting in Atlanta today. Guy went in and killed. I think he killed one and shot 5 more, and they were all women. I don't know what kind of establishment it was. It was a doctor's office or something, somebody said?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a doctor's office, but I don't know if it's medical or chiropractor or what it was, but it was a doctor's office. All I can share with you from the news part that I caught it at home a little bit. I'm so afraid that this association bring on similarity. Others have seen it happen around the country, and they going just bananas, man. It's not good. You know, I think a person should carry a gun, but you have to be responsible. I'm just concerned, Julius. You told me something the other day. I got really upset and road rage. You say, Charlie, let it go. Matter of fact, that was yesterday. You remember the guy was shooting the bird at me over and over and over, and I was blowing my horn, and you calm me down. You say, hey, man, don't do that. Don't do that, because that guy can pull a gun out and start firing.
That's correct.
Right.
Yeah.
And you were right.
Yeah. And you would tell you were wrong, sir. You were wrong. So you kept telling the guy that. I said, Charlie, calm down. You don't know what that guy got. But guess what, Charlie? I was at Abercorn and I was at Abercorn and White Bluff, I believe. And I was trying to make that turn, and the car in front of me was making a U-turn.
Oh my God.
And he stopped. And the light turned yellow, and I'm trying to get through. And boy, I was hot. Yeah, I said, boy, I just told Charlie that he needs to calm down. I was hot. But that road rage is something. You know, you lose your temper, and things get out of hand. They got this movie Unhinged. Unhinged is the worst road rage movie I ever seen in my life. Unhinged with Russell Crowe. If you ever get a chance to watch that, you'll be saying, wow. If you ever get a chance to watch Unhinged with Russell Crowe, it will have you saying, wow.
You know what's happening? Life imitates art. And a lot of people maybe done seen it. And they're picking up right where what they saw. Life imitate art. And that's what's sad about the whole thing. A lot of the people in the movie, not a lot of them going to get up and walk off. But if you do it to someone for real, they're not going to walk off.
Right.
And that's sad. Man, it's bad out here, Julius. I mean, but you notice I didn't really curse at the guy. Much as I do curse at time, I just kept saying, sir, you're wrong. You know you're wrong.
And hey, if you was 20 years later, I would have felt for that dude, because I know for a fact.
Now why?
20 years later, you'd have been wanting to beat him up.
Why you want to do that? That man would have put me in that truck yesterday. And when he got through with me, see these glasses. I just had a night talking to you. Julius, you see what happened? But no, man, I took your advice, brother. You give good advice, and that was good.
Okay. And we want to make sure that we say Wayne Makulo. Wayne Makulo over in Makulo over in Kenya, South Africa. And we want to make sure that we say hello to Wayne. He's our South African intern, and he shares our show over there. It's 7 hours difference, so really it's about almost 8 o'clock here. So
about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning?
3 o'clock in the morning over there. So they wake up, and then he shares the show with everybody over there. So they'll see a rerun, repeat. They'll see a delay in the show because they're 7 hours. They're asleep right now, probably. So we just want to make sure that they know that we are sending a shout out to them over in Africa. And he has about 8 or 10 people that surround him that's watching, and then they're starting to share with people. So, we're getting all our shows, not just this show, all our shows, so they can see what's happening over there. I got a riddle for you. Huh?
Okay, man.
I got a riddle for you.
Before the riddle, how did they find out about the surgery?
Well, he was watching one night, and then I saw him watching on a Saturday. Then I saw him watching the next Wednesday. So I just said hello. And he said, hey, we watching over in Kenya. And I said, oh, okay. Then we started talking. He FaceTimed me. We talking. He was telling me about what they do for a living, what he does for a living. They grow corn. And he was talking about how fertilizer is what they need over there so that they can get the corn, treat the corn plants. And me and him just started talking. And he said, I had friends about your show. And I said, well, why don't you just start recruiting for us? And that's what he started doing. So
interesting.
Great guy. The
riddle.
Yeah, we got a few things. We want to give away some T-shirts. And we got some great T-shirts that we got. I don't know whether anybody's seen them yet, but these are the great T-shirts that we got. A can van T-shirt if you want to win one. And this is the Dump Van T-shirt. And if y'all want to win any of these T-shirts, we got them in your size. If you want to win a T-shirt, you have to answer this riddle. Answer this riddle. What's greater than God, lesser than the devil, rich people want it, poor people already have it, but if you eat it, you will die.
My God.
Now, anybody getting the answer to that, put it in the comment section, and you will win the size of T-shirt for whichever one of those T-shirts you want. That's the quiz for we're gonna give you a riddle every time, and if you can answer it, then you can win a T-shirt. Okay.
Okay. Can you go over that again? That's kind of complex. That's the first time I heard.
Okay. To win this T-shirt, either one of those T-shirts, whichever one you want. All right. You have to answer this riddle and be correct. What's greater than God, lesser than the devil, Rich people want it. Poor people have it. But if you eat it, you will surely die.
Wow. You got me tonight,
if you
my
get
man.
that right, you get the t-shirt. You get that right. Answer it in the comment section. If you think that you know the answer, then you get it. Oh Lord.
Somebody
okay,
got
I'm gonna give everybody 2 or 3 minutes.
Hey, listen, and
but
then
Cecilia, you have won the prize, and that answer is nothing.
Really? That's pretty good, Julian.
The answer is nothing, because nothing is greater than God. Right. Nothing is lesser than the devil. He's the lowest you could give. Rich people want nothing. Poor people already got nothing.
Wow.
And if you don't eat nothing, you will die. I mean,
wow.
if you eat nothing, you will die.
Congratulations, Miss Cook.
Just tell us your size. Tell us your size, and you will get the t-shirt.
And you gotta pick one of the. It's right. 2 now.
You gotta pick whichever one you want, the cane van or the dump van. And
okay, and I tell you what, since he threw a riddle at you, I'm gonna throw one at you for another shirt, and I'll give you something to think about. Y'all ready? Okay. Now, since Miss Cook won that particular one, here go my riddle. I was in London. I was going across the London Bridge. I met a Indian soldier. He tipped his hat and drew his sword. His name already told you. What's his name? Try one more time and listen to me very careful. I was in London. I was going across the London Bridge. I met a London soldier. He tipped his hat and drew his sword. His name already told you. What's his name? And you got to the rest of the show. The rest of the show to try with that answer, because we're not going to give you no more than that tonight. So that'll give you something to think about, all right?
I can't get that. Give it to him one more time, Charlie, because I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay.
Okay, Charlie say London.
No, Charlie, very good try. You came close, but close only count in horseshoe. Keep that in mind.
Tell it to him one more time.
London. I was in London. That got me tickled. I'm ready. I was in London. I was going across the London Bridge. I met a London soldier. He tipped his hat and drew his sword. His name already told you. What's his name? Oh, good viewing audience, you know his name. Now stop the madness.
Okay, well, they'll get that. They'll get that. Y'all heard the riddle. Heard the riddle. Put it in the chat what it is, so we can get you your shirt. Cecilia wants a 2X dump van, and we'll get that to you in a few. And Ms. Dowse says Charlie.
His name is Charlie?
That's what she said.
Oh, guess what? You did not get it. I'm sorry. It only counts in horseshoe. Closeness only counts in horseshoe. All right, we can get on with the show. They're trying to get it.
Y'all keep putting your comments in there. If you get it, the first one gets the t-shirt, and we're going to get the t-shirt to you. Ms. Doubt you was close, I guess. He said you was close, but close is not good enough. Okay. Now, I know if Ivan was watching, Ivan would already have it.
Oh, I know he would have it already.
Okay.
Now
we got, I want, Trump is in court. And
I know.
On trial for rape. That's Donald Trump. He's on trial for rape this time. That's his defense team there. I guess they represent him everywhere. But that's from when he was in court in early April. Now, a month later, he's back in court again for rape. My question, Charlie, is how so many people still support this man when they know what he'll do. They heard him say he grabbed them by the coochies. all this here they heard. So that means he doesn't respect women. And now you got women that are still just crazy enough to support somebody who they know they can't. I mean, shouldn't they cancel Donald Trump? Me Too moments. The Me Too movement should have canceled Donald Trump when he said he grabbed him by the coochies. And then this woman has got him accused of rape. He go in the little girl dressing room when they was running for Miss America, 10 years old, and all that. And while they naked, he walking around in there just because he owned the show. He thought he could walk her through. He's
while they was changing,
bad up
while
there.
they was changing clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
He was walking through and stuff and being very disrespectful.
Yeah.
The only
And
thing
I don't care if they were 40, Charlie. He shouldn't have did that. You know.
The only thing I could say is that I have never in my lifetime have seen nothing quite like it. I mean, when I say that, I literally mean that. People do things. Bill Cosby went to jail over stuff. I mean, people just go to jail. This guy not only go to jail, this guy get popular with a segment of the population. And I got people running to me all the time and talking to me and say how great this guy, how they love this guy. And sometimes I wonder if this the same man I heard the way he talk. I know I'm not a great oral speaker, but he just make fun. Y'all this and that. You ever listen to him talk? It's terrible, Julius.
And I don't know how nobody even gravitate toward him, Charlie. It's just, it befuddles me. I can't explain it. I really can't. I don't know what it is that they see in Donald Trump, because all I see is an idiot, you know?
Yeah.
That's all I ever see when I see Donald Trump is an idiot. I don't know what these people see in him, but to each his own, I guess. Y'all make sure y'all share so that everybody can be out there watching, and so they'll get this information that we're going to give you. One of the things that I'm surprised that Bernard, when I put this up, I couldn't get this turned around, Charlie, but it's a black waiter forced to serve a group of white Confederate flag wearing people. These people had Confederate flag clothes on, and they kept saying the N-word while he was serving them. And I guess those people must be thought that they just, I mean, and this was going to be the discussion for the night. I want Tiffany and Robert and Sandra and Sean. Tell me what you would have done if you got to go and get their food, and all they're talking about, they know that they're saying it in front of you. They're being offensive on purpose. And I'm trying to see where this was. It was in let
me say, if I can figure it out, I got my head.
I couldn't get it turned around.
Ohio.
Yeah, it was Ohio. It was in Ohio. I couldn't get it turned around when I loaded
Ohio. Listen, let me tell you something, my friend. That's just to show you how arrogant, how vain they are, and who they are. Because of someone handling my food, Miss Brown and we don't even send food back when it's wrong. Because we don't know what the cook, the waiters might do to it. We just don't order it no more or whatever. Julius, they will be probably like the lady in The Maid, the sweet potato, the help with the sweet potato.
Sweet potato pie.
I'm saying, if they think they was eating raisin oatmeal cookies, they would have been eating up some oatmeal raisin cookies. And I'm trying to be pretty political correct. That's
crazy though. They must be from, I don't know where they could have been in Ohio doing that, but in the South, they did it. I know they did it in Savannah. These waitresses here would have had something for them. The guy just felt so shaken that he went outside. No, the kitchen and told them what they were doing and told them to fix their food any way you want to fix it. And I would serve it to them. You know, whether they would rub the hamburger on the floor or whether they sneeze all over. I mean, you know, people do some nasty things in these restaurants. My wife, she don't like to send food back either. You know, you don't send food back. She send a baked potato back all the time though, because they always don't be right. So Tanya like to send a baked potato back. I don't like to send food back. You know, I just ask them to make it hot ahead of time so they'll know I wanted it hot. And then I'll be watching the kitchen like this right here.
You like me, I don't send food back. I'm letting you know. I don't, because the cook don't like it. And I'm going to tell you what, people, another tip. You go into supposed to be a high-class type restaurant, please, I was in the food business for roughly 25 years. Mine was takeout service and a sit-down on Bull Street. Please, whatever you do, if you order something, don't ask for ketchup. If they have real chefs working it, it's an insult to the chef. Because what ketchup does, it covers the flavor. And the chef got a lot of time and work in that dish. I beg you, do not ask for ketchup. A good chef will come out of the kitchen and come to you and say, what you need ketchup for? I'm serious. Although you paying for it, it's an insult.
That cook better give me whatever I want. That's what he better do. Okay, the shooter in Atlanta is in custody according to CNN. Okay, great. They got him.
And they got the guy from Texas too, Jew.
That's our next subject. The guy from Texas.
No, they got him too.
The guy from Texas. They got him. He went over. What's wrong with people these days, though, Charlie? You got this the family trying to get the little baby to go to sleep, and he on his front porch shooting. They all Spanish, you know, and I don't know whether he illegal or not, but he was on his front porch shooting his gun. They asked him to stop shooting for a while so the baby could go to sleep. He get mad. He on the porch drinking and drunk. He takes he takes his gun and goes to their house and starts shooting and killing everybody. Shot, how many people did he kill? 5 or 8 or something like that?
5.
No, 5 of them. And one of them was an 8-9-year-old little boy that he killed. You know, and so that's just being deranged. And then he gonna run. I mean, dude, what was your problem? What could tick you off to that point? If drinking made them do that, then some people don't need to ever drink. If you know, and then they lacing these drugs these days with fentanyl and other stuff that's making these kids go crazy and doing stuff that they aren't supposed to do. So they got to be careful, man, because these people, the drug dealers, don't care about them to serve them a good a clean product. They're lacing it with something to get the potency up so they can run back to them. So it's just crazy.
You know where they found him at? They found him under a pile of dirty clothes. That's where he need to be, under a pile of dirty clothes. At his girlfriend's house. At his girlfriend's house, she was high. They have searched that area, did not found him because he was under so much of dirty clothes. You know why he was under the dirty clothes? Do anybody have any idea? The bloodhounds can't pick the scent up with all the funky clothes.
Oh.
That's how they missed it the first time.
Okay.
But he was under there. There was a lot of clothes he was under, and the clothes have the different odors and stuff to it.
Okay.
That is.
Okay.
But he'll spend the rest of his life. He'll spend the rest of his life in jail, man.
Well, he don't need to spend the rest of his life in jail. We know that he did it. Everybody saw him did it. That's not one to be debated. He can go to those type of crimes, Charlie. You should be able to go to the electric chair immediately. You know what happened. Ain't nothing to be disputed. You know.
I know what you're saying, I'm telling you what the chief of policemen say. He will spend the rest of his natural life in jail. The chief of police said that, but he's not the judge. But again, he did stated that on news.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I understand you want to be a judge, but you can't make that ruling. So I'm sorry. I just have to go by what I heard in the media. Because sometimes you have a to judge me. You and Ivan Cohen like to judge people, and y'all not real judges at all. Y'all will never be judges.
Ivan and I play judges on TV. We play judges on TV, Ivan and I. So
who you telling?
We are judges.
Yeah, you're right. With those ugly shirts you got on.
You see the shirt I got on today, Carolina. Yeah,
Panthers you see, because Vince Young, not Vince Young, that boy gonna be the quarterback from Alabama.
Cam Newton was the quarterback there. Who going in now? Bryce Young? Bryce Young?
Yeah, from Alabama.
Oh, okay. Well, I like Bryce. I'm gonna go since they ain't but 4 hours away. We could go to Charlotte to a football game.
No, I'm a Falcon. I know if we go to Super Bowl, we gonna blow it. So I'm going someplace where I know where we gonna blow it at.
Okay. Next.
But you, before we go a little further, all we asking the viewing audience, continue to pray for this country and pray for the people, families that have been hit with this tragedy. It is not. Just take and pray. Just close your eyes. It don't take but 30 seconds. Ask God to continue to watch over us and that we can get some sanity going on, because it's crazy what's going on. I worry about my grandson, my granddaughter every day, you know. And just remember, I was in London. I was going across the London Bridge. I met a London soldier. He tipped his hat and drew his sword. His name already told you. What's his name? All right, Julie, let's go.
I already told you what's his name.
Whoa, watch out now, Julius. You don't want to help the viewing audience.
I'm just trying to figure it out. I can't figure it out. I can't. I don't know. I guess we'll get it later. But Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh boy.
The Red Table Show got canceled. Jada got canceled.
Excuse me for a minute, please. Go ahead.
Hey, Jada ain't laughing at this child. Not laughing.
No, Will gonna come across. Will gonna come across the screen, and you know what he gonna do? Let me have it.
Yeah, he gonna slap somebody.
All right.
But her show got canceled, and a lot of people aren't mad because they said that she didn't put on a good show. All she did was have a show with tea. And usually it was all the tea out of her house.
Yeah.
You know, so it wasn't a show that just gravitated to people. At first it was because it was her, and you know, Will would pop on the show all the time. But now it is been canceled. So goodbye, Jada. We bid you farewell, and we hope you go back to making movies or something. You know, she's not married no more.
Well, you know, for the fact that, you know, again, she's suffering with alopecia or something like that. But I didn't think Chris Rock it is a dangerous disease, I'm pretty sure. But all he was saying was one thing. He was just saying G.I. Jane, because anybody saw the movie, they cut the head of G.I. Jane. And I didn't think it was that horrendous, but it's not my wife. But my wife wear a short haircut. And somebody said, Miss Brown, look like you gonna try for, you know, for G.I. Jane. I wouldn't get upset over nothing like that. Bernard, how you doing?
Can you hear us, Bernard?
If you look as old You probably couldn't hear either.
Yes.
What's up?
Oh, okay.
Right,
I didn't know you heard that.
I heard you.
You can't get that thing still. There you go, right there.
I heard you.
Right there.
There you go.
All right. What's going on?
Joyce, I was stating to you, Bernard can hear real well. To be
Yeah,
a
right.
old gentleman.
Yeah, right.
Oh, somebody got an answer for you. London Soldier. Is that correct?
Reverend Coin, look like you not the winner because that's not the answer, okay? Only close, only count in horseshoe, not on that.
Oh, okay. That's not the answer, Ivan. Tell it to him one more time, Charlie, before we go to the next subject.
Bernard, you can't answer it if you know it, okay?
Trust me, I don't know it.
We giving Riddle for a T-shirt for dump van and can van.
These are the T-shirts.
Okay.
We're gonna show you the T-shirt one more time. The T-shirt,
That's right.
That's the first one. Whatever size you want. That's the second one. Whatever size you want. All you gotta do is get this answer right. We already had one winner for the first riddle. Cecilia won a 2X T-shirt dump van. Now, Mr. Brown, go ahead.
All right, you ready? Okay, I was in London. I was going across the London Bridge. I met a London soldier. He tipped his hat and drew his sword. His name already told you what's his. Now, viewing all this, come on. I'm just telling you the man's name is plain as day. And people coming up with London soldier, coming up with Charlie. Charlie is a good name, but that's not it. And the only time you get close, it only counts in horseshoe. And don't forget that. And that go for you too, Ivan Coin. Now go ahead with the subject, because Ivan Coin can't figure it out.
I can't figure it out. And I'm usually good at
look at you. Just look at your little tiny head you got. How can you figure out anything?
He said, "Don't let me get a horseshoe, Charlie. It'll be oops upside your head."
Hey, Jim, that might be the answer, Ivan Cohen. Ivan Cohen, it's a family show. This is not a violent show to threaten me with.
I'm telling you. Okay, we got Bernard. You missed most of the subjects, but we're talking about, and we'll give you a chance to expound on this also. It was a waiter, a black waiter in Ohio, who was serving a group of white people that were dressed in Confederate flags and spewing the N-word while he was waiting on them. And they just kept saying it, and just kept saying it. Wouldn't even look him in the eyes. They just kept talking about the N-word around him. And he was their waiter. He had to go get their food. If you were their waiter, what you would have did?
I go straight to the bathroom.
Oh.
Hey, instead of they eating steak, they gonna be eating shit.
Julius,
I know I shouldn't ask.
And guess what? Never eat yellow snow. Never eat yellow ice.
Hey.
Never yellow ice.
I guarantee you.
Okay.
I guarantee you, he did. Trust me, that witch did something to it. Believe me.
Yeah.
That's just crazy, man. We're
gonna be on about another 20-30 minutes. If this next subject take that long, we're gonna go to a commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with our last subject. It's a great one. It's a great subject. Y'all share. We got a great subject. I'm gonna read it to you all, and I want y'all to tell me what the hell was going on. We had a robbery in Florida, and I'm gonna explain it to you. But I can't figure it out. I'm serious. I'm still a little confused with it. So Y'all take this and we'll be right back. Okay, we back. We're back. We're back. We are back. I don't know where Bernard disappeared
He must
to.
be think he what, magician or something, that now you see me, now you don't. What the heck going on
We'll be
there?
back in a minute. But on our last subject, which
This
just
general discussion, right?
yeah. Well,
This is the longest general discussion we had.
well, we already finished with general discussion. We're in our topics, and this is
Okay, I told you didn't send me a copy.
yeah. I sent it to everybody. You just didn't get it.
I was drinking, maybe.
Now Bernard needs to hear this, so he needs to come on back so he can hear this.
I'm sorry, I had to get my glasses, y'all.
Okay. Now
I can see y'all now.
oh, okay. I want to be able to read this so you all can hear it. Take about 2 or 3 minutes to read it. Let's see if anybody got any answers for us first. Let me see. Tip a soldier.
Wow, who said that?
Cecilia, tip a soldier.
Cecilia, congratulations. You did not do it tonight. Maybe another time. But thank you so much for
You
trying.
said tip.
I like
a
it.
soldier.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
But that's not it.
I ain't hear the word tip, but okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
You say tip?
He tip his hat.
Oh, okay. Okay, he tipped his hat. Okay. All right. Well, let me read this here to you all so y'all can get it. And I want y'all to tell me what you all think. I'm gonna read it. It's 4 little frames, ain't long, but it's the craziest thing in the world to me. Okay. Police chase across 2 states, 5 counties, ends with Georgia store clerk shooting the suspect 8 times. The incident began outside of Orlando, Florida, and ended in Camden County, Georgia. Y'all know where exit 3 at down there with the Chick-fil-A at before you go across.
Right.
A police chase spanning 2 states and 5 counties ended when the Georgia store clerk shot the suspect 8 times. The incident began just north of Orlando and ended in Kingsland. The investigators, it started when Quintavious Kwame Jordan, 32, robbed a Shell gas station in Flagler County, taking $90 in cash. According to police reports, after Jordan demanded all the money in the register, Bernard, he walked around the store and started shopping. He then returned to the clerk and demanded that the clerk give him a pack of cigarettes. And he wanted the clerk to add money to the pump where his car was located. And all of it. After that, he wanted the clerk to give him some quarters so he could put some air in his tire.
What? Was he
It's
on?
a true story. It happened last.
No, it's true. Was he on crack?
He got to be on something. Now get this. Once he left, officers arrived and initiated a BOLO, meaning be on the lookout, for the surrounding agencies.
I never
on
knew what that
police
word
and
mean, bowl on me.
Be on the lookout.
Wow.
George's car was spotted traveling north on I-95, coming this way from Florida. He was followed until he passed into Georgia. Why the hell he let him out? Why did it stop him?
Yeah.
Okay, they go to last frame. That's when the Cameron County Sheriff's Office took over the chase. The Georgia police stopped. Why the Florida police didn't? The Kingston Police Department used a stop stick, that thing they throw in the middle of the road.
Right.
He evidently crashed, but then he ran to a nearby Friendly Express. You know, they got those Friendly Expresses when you get near the Florida border. And he took the clerk's car keys, and then he took the clerk's vehicle, the store clerk, where he ran from the police. He got in there, he went in there, he took the car keys, and he took the car. But the fool crashed the car into the store. And he couldn't drive. So he crashed it. So now what kind of bad luck is that? The clerk goes outside, they start fighting, and the clerk shoot him 8 times. And he lived.
Oh, he's not dead. He's not
living. He was taken into custody. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley released a statement which read, "I commend the Georgia store clerk that put a swift end to this dirtbag's crime spree. If he survives his injuries, he will spend a long time in prison." What y'all say?
Hey, that's God. That's God, child. Because at the end of the day, he's God, child, boy. He got shot 8 times, went through all that, and he's still alive. You know, man.
Julius, he needs to change his life.
Yeah,
but Charlie,
he gonna change it.
He robbing a store, and he done robbed the store, took the money. He goes shopping in the store.
If the guy could be bipolar. Something got to be because under normal circumstances, most people would not come back and say, "Give me some quarters so I can put air in the tire
and put gas on that pump up there, out there with my car at."
That's crazy.
He got a driver's license, so he can't be too crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Because a lot of people crazy get driver's license. Oh, yes,
what you say, Bernard?
That sounds like somebody on one of our shows.
Nah,
I'm gonna leave it like that.
Bernard, you need to quit. He needs to be here to defend himself.
Man, I'm telling you, this is crazy though, because he not only got food out of the store after he robbed it, he asked the man to put gas on the pump where he had. Who does that? Then he asked the man, told the clerk to give him a pack of cigarettes and quarters to put air in his tire. He gonna stop and put air in his tires after you rob a store.
Well,
what the hell?
Julius, like I say, the guy probably got some. They gonna have to give him a mental examination or whatever. This guy ain't right. Because most people be in a big hurry and not that. They won't go around and shop and all. He's mentally out of him.
And he got to be loved by God.
You got to.
Because the man shot him 8 times.
God protect fools and babies.
Old people, fools, and babies.
Why's the old people part now?
Old people, fools, and babies. That's how we all protected.
Wow, man. I saw this story and I said, man, this is a joke. I had to read it. Then I Googled, and then it showed up on another one. It was true. And I'm saying, who did this? What? I wanted to see the guy. I couldn't find a picture of him.
Hey, I guarantee you, he probably gonna go to jail, but I guarantee you, he gonna have the media. I guess he gonna have the media on him. He probably gonna write a book, something. Even though it looked bad, but at the end, I guarantee it's gonna turn up good for him. Watch and see. America lacks stupid stuff like that. That's a story within itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What?
Made for TV.
Yeah.
Made for TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you imagine Dave Chappelle them talking about this fool, man?
Yeah.
That is crazy. That is crazy. That is really crazy. And
It is.
And just to show you what's taking place, but when you say that his driver's license, you got a lot of people taking driver's license are crazy too, but they got them license in their hand. I don't know how they passed the test, but it's there.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's crazy because we talking about it on our platform. Everybody talking about it. So eventually, you know, I guarantee I don't think he'll go to jail, but I don't think he'll go there for a long time.
I haven't said the show is eligible to be on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't believe it. I had to really search. I said, I hope this ain't no joke. This was a true story, man.
Yeah.
And this guy's incredible. He gets shot 8 times after he fighting with the clerk. The clerk gave him the keys to his car. He done got away from the police. What kind of police them was at first? I want to know.
The Keystone Cops, man.
Okay, next week, let me see what Cecilia says. Next week, I want to know what Robert going to do different from Shabazz, because she ain't doing SHIT, I guess. She ain't doing nothing.
Right.
So Robert will be here next week to tell you, or you can call Robert, or Robert will be on the Watchdogs on Saturday. Tune in and then ask him those questions, Ms. Cook, so that he can give you those answers since you live in his district and have to vote for him.
Well, one thing about Robert, he wouldn't be, I can answer this, he wouldn't be on 4 more years to give him 12 years. Hadn't she been there 12 years? It'll be, is that correct?
Yeah, 12 years. She want to do 16 and 8. She want to do 24. That's what she want to do.
And you know, it's not really being fair to the community, some of the answers that come. I have to give her her due on for Evergreen. The city have purchased that, and I know
but she didn't have nothing to do with that. Them people been calling her for years, asking her to do something with that. They took the credit. They took the credit and didn't do nothing. It was Alicia Blakely who first brought that up because her aunt called her, and Alicia went live about that cemetery. That's the Stella district, and she didn't do anything. Well, it's Alicia's district also. And Alicia was trying to get the city to do some things. I know because I was working with her with trying to get some people to clean it up. So they take credit for a lot of stuff, you know, and I hate to bring this up. I really do hate to bring this up. You know, but you know, Charlie, me, you, and Gator, we talked all the time.
Correct.
And one of the things Gator told me, he said, Julius, you know why I love you? He said, you pick up the phone every time I call. I do. I love talking to Gator, even though he was sick and sometimes. Gator, I love talking to him because it wasn't always the same thing. You know, I mean, it was always the same thing. But it just wasn't always the same thing everybody else called me about. It was something different with him.
Yeah.
And so he said, I call that Dietrich and that Linda, and they won't even return my call. They won't even pick up the phone. They won't answer it, period. Now, here Linda on TV talking about how great a man he was, but you won't even answer his call. I hate disingenuous people.
Yeah.
I hated that. I saw it last night, and I'm wondering what the hell is she doing on there talking about Gator. He just told me she won't even call him back.
And you're not making that up. And I'm
not making it up. I talked to Gator. Gator and I were great friends.
I know. And one of the things, because he told me, he said nobody want to talk to him about nothing. He said, I called you. He said, I called you. You guys listen to what I had to say several times. And back to the cemetery situation, Alethea Blakely has been nothing but, they call her big mouth, they call her a lot of things, but she bring things out. She bring it to light. And I didn't see others were doing that. She was talking about the cemetery. And again, I'm glad. Hope the city take care of it, because I got a brother in that cemetery. My brother, Joe Nathan Brown, he's in that cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my thing is, Bernard. Oh, go ahead, Bernard.
Nah, you know what? I was sitting here. Let me tell y'all something. Let me explain something. Let me address something first. Savannah, Georgia, let me tell y'all this. If y'all don't like what I say about Van Johnson, if y'all don't, everything I say is the truth. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a problem with me, stop inboxing me. Stop going on my page. One thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to fight with anybody on social media about what I say. I don't know what this guy got on some people, but his fans don't like other people talking about him. I'm going to talk about this man because this man is not fair. I'm going to talk about the rest of them. I'm like this. I did my research. I listened to everybody's side. I listened to Jew. I listened to everybody's side. I listened to that side. And I came to a conclusion like this. Like the guy asked me the question on Alicia's show. He said, tell me who you believe. And I told him, I believe, after I did all my research, I believe Alicia, Keisha, and Burnett. I'm telling you right now, y'all, if y'all don't make a change in leadership in November, y'all black folks, y'all gonna be in trouble. And like I told them too now, I said, what look like us ain't always for us. And I'm so tired of these fake people always want to take credit for something that they ain't had nothing to do. I'm tired of Shabazz. I'm tired of all of them. I'm tired of all of them. And like I told them last night, all these white folks doing is sitting to their table talking about y'all. Y'all killing y'allself. They ain't killing y'all. And I'm just tired. And let me tell you, the last time I talked to Gator Rivers, rest in peace, I didn't know until Jules texted me. I didn't know he was sick. But he told me, he said, Bernard, you know what? I just met you a couple months ago. He said, you keep doing what you're doing. Don't let people make you stop talking the truth. That's the last thing he said to me. Me and him talk. I'm telling you right now, man, Savannah is in trouble. If y'all don't change leadership, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna do whatever I can to stop it. Who don't like me, I really don't care. Because you know what? I probably don't like you. Period. I probably don't. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, Bernard, when it came up to the cemetery, I heard Van say that his grandmama was buried in that cemetery, that his granddaddy was buried in that cemetery, and that his aunt is buried in that cemetery. And I see that if it has a personal involvement for him, then he's willing to move forward and do something about it. But how about the weeping time? We have a lot of people that were sold on that property.
Very good point.
You should stand up for that weeping time just like that. I like a man to be a man. I don't need you to be punking out with me when you should be standing up for all these things. Stand up for all these things. Don't be partial in what you're doing, you know?
You say a man.
I know that you use the word punking out, right?
You say a man now.
Yeah. That pissed me off, though. I heard him say that last night, and the first thing I think, well, how about the weeping time? 400 slaves sold right here.
You're right.
And you don't care nothing about that.
You're right.
Yeah. You know, this is historical. No other place on the earth could that have happened at. That's the only place on this whole earth that could have happened at. You can't get no place else on this earth where the weeping time took place at.
And don't say
and you don't care about it.
And staying up, and you're gonna mention the graveyard. I understand that, but I can't understand what Julius Hall just stated. No voice at all for it. Zero. That's sad.
Yeah, he got a voice against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about for it.
Yeah, and then even with Yamacraw, the significance in the history of Yamacraw.
That's
you
sad.
You try to do everything that you can to save it first. Everything, even renovating them, moving everybody out, renovating them and getting them right and moving them back in. They let that place go on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't see nobody down there cleaning it up when you used to see 4 or 5 of them riding around on golf carts every day, keeping the place clean. They let it go on purpose. It is a plan that they have to let these properties go down so they can sell it. You don't think they want to sell that property there? They telling us what we want to hear, that they're going to put affordable housing and everything down there. No, they're going to let it sit dormant after they tear it down. Then the next thing you know, you'll see a COA to put something else there.
That's right.
You know,
yeah.
And they'll be done, and then we ain't paying no attention. They put something else there. They done sold the property. You know, friends helping friends.
Julius, you can remember coming down there and visiting me. That place used to be kept clean. And all of a sudden, they start letting it run down when SCAD start buying up Savannah. When Savannah went up for sale, that's when the demise of Yamacraw. And they don't want just Yamacraw, Frazier home, and they want Caton home. Yeah. I'm telling y'all what's going on. Savannah is the second coming of Charleston. Charleston is 90% white. And I say it loud and clear. 90. Not 20, 30, 90%. That's going to happen right here in China. May not be 90, but it'll be a good 80%.
Bernard. And we were wondering, well, why the Salvation Army wants to build there? Why they can't go over there with all this land at on President Street, right there going, right there with intersect right there at Bay Street, running
Bay Street, right?
Yeah, because they were building the Eastern Wall, and so we said, well, why can't it go across the street from the Eastern Wall over there? Why can't Salvation Army build that? They're building more luxury apartments over there now.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
See, it's a plan, and they moved those people from under the bridge right there, moving to West Savannah.
Yeah, and you know what? SCAD not only taking over Savannah, they taking over Atlanta. They're taking over Atlanta too. Downtown, going back towards the Varsity, all the way back towards Buckhead. They're taking over. If you come down 75 north, going to Marietta, the big sign will have SCAD initial right across from the highway. You see it. They taking over. You know what I'm saying? Because they taking over where the black people used to be. And
they got a
and,
campus in Atlanta.
Yeah, they got plenty. Yeah, they got campus in Atlanta, plenty. Yep, absolutely.
Yep. You know. John said it right here. Isn't it within the Canal District? Yes, it is. So you know what that means. They need that property so they can develop it into a total downtown historic tourism designation. And that's what it's going to be. Growth equals gentrification. You're exactly right. John, you're exactly right. Some growth, 90% of most growth does equal gentrification. Yeah. Unless they're building in some rural areas.
You know what? And I didn't mean to interrupt you, Jules. You know what? Let me tell you what I found out over the 6 months I've been here. You know what Van got people fooled about? That people who used to be, and I'm getting arguing with people who used to stay here on the outside looking in. just because downtown look good, just because River Street look good, just because all that look good, they figure he said, well, he's doing a good job. That's what they say, he's doing a good. Tell me what he's doing. You leave from Broad Street all the way back. Trust me, it's terrible. He ain't doing nothing for the Stillwood Tower. They ain't doing nothing for everybody that's older, packed, that elderly people is staying in no high tower. He ain't doing nothing for them. I went there today and I seen three old people outside trying to get inside. You know why they couldn't get inside? The elevator is broke again. The light went off again. Man, they tired of it. They don't give a damn about us Jews. They don't give a damn about the people. And y'all think Van doing the job? Man, shut up. I am so tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of it. And he got these stupid ass, excuse me, y'all, these stupid behind black folks following him, thinking he's doing a good job. You right here wearing these, you know, what's the man? What's the guy name? What's the guy that had the nighttime show host? Came on at 12 o'clock. Arsenio Hall. You ride here wearing these Arsenio Hall suits to every press conference, thinking you Arsenio Hall and you want to do, man, boy, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Yeah, he Broughton Street is bossed up. If you don't say nothing else right, that's over $15 million in brick on Broughton Street. And it is a hot mess and saying, and that money could have been used in other areas. It could have been used in West Savannah. Mm-hmm. It could have used in Cloverdale. It could have used all over West Street, and especially in Gitcherton. Those people still got dirt roads over there.
Yeah. Then he got a nerve to pop his signs up in West Savannah. Man, I ran over. Move. Let's move.
And he doubled the city's PR budget for 2023. They got a PR budget?
Huh?
For public relations?
Why they need that?
Why they need that? Don't the chamber? Isn't the chamber responsible for everything?
Him $11 to $12 million?
I mean, the city don't need to promote itself at all. Period. The chamber supposed to do that.
That's their job.
Woo.
Well, Julius,
man,
and Bernard, what Bernard is saying, you put him back. He already been there 20 years. Look at the first district over there. Look like third world country. It's sad, and they don't even see it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey, and I'm gonna keep busting them out. I asked this dude. I say, hey, I have a young lady and a young man. It's a live wire going across their fence, and it's been there for 6 months. I said, what are you gonna do about it? You know what he say? He said, we can't do nothing about that. That's private property. Really?
Yeah.
Dude, man, every time he put his foot, every time he opened up his mouth, he put his foot in it. And if y'all being fooled by this man, trust me. And then one more thing I'm gonna say this. Savannah, Larry McDuffie, you know, the choir Savannah, you know, they've been there. They were celebrating their 55th anniversary. And guess who was there? He was there. He gave Larry McDuffie the key to the city. Somebody need to give you the key to the city to open up so you can get out.
You're right. You're right. I hear you. That's right.
Look at this figure here what John put up. It went from $600,000 to do PR to $1.2 million. He doubled the PR budget. And you ain't doing nothing in West Savannah, but you giving $1 million more to tourism.
And nothing in Gitcherton.
$1 million more to tourism. To tourism. $1.2 million. That's all you're going to market your city public relations for anyway is tourism. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we already given the Bureau $12 million, the chamber $12 million already a year. Plus they fit to get the 2% because they just voted on that to give them the 2% increase. So that's a whole lot more money too. Probably going to take them up to $15-16 million a year. So why you need public relations? Why are you spending money on something that's not helping the people?
It's not.
It don't make sense.
Yeah.
Savannah is on the map. I mean, don't need it. They're going to come anyhow.
Yeah. And they're the
Just
second.
waste of money.
Yeah. At what they're the second city of tourists in America. The second. People come here to spend money. Savannah bring you close over $1 billion a year. Where that money going from? Because I know they ain't going in the black community. I know it ain't going there
At all.
No.
Ain't nothing being spent.
Nah,
They don't even want to put a museum for us here. They didn't want to give Keisha and Alicia and them the little 2 or 3% of that to build the historical museum. They don't want, you know what, be so historic, just like you want to go to Birmingham, Alabama, and visit those museums and everything on Black history and everything. Put one at the Weeping Time slave site.
That would be awesome, Julius.
Yeah.
People have come from all over the world to see this.
Yeah.
Build it around that. Put the stuff in and pour the money into something that and build all sides of the town of the city. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey,
it's crazy.
One young lady, a young man said, Coach Brown, Savannah's a ghost city. Over there by Forsyth Park, those ghost houses where we used to play at Forsyth Park. I ain't never want to go in there, man. It's a ghost.
Yeah.
Man, if this city was run right for everybody, man, this would be a beautiful thing. It would be.
If they thought to do that and to help everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody's thinking to help everybody. It's all about yourself and who you can help that's benefiting you.
Yeah.
So it is it's a shame and we need to fix it. It needs to be fixed. I don't know how Charlie gonna fix it, but that's Charlie's job.
How Charlie gonna fix it? No, what he's going to do is get his marketing team. I want you to know Archers will be here, and we'll be having a program on May the 20th on Saturday morning.
Hey.
The county is sponsoring it, but we helping them get the word out. The MBE program and the WBE program on May the 20th at 10 o'clock in the morning at the James Home Building at Memorial Stadium. And we're inviting people to come out. Please come register, find out what's going on. Saturday morning. You got it, Bernard? May the 20th.
May 20th. Okay.
All right. Well, that's about our time. I appreciate y'all too for coming on and being the co-host with me tonight.
Man, we run out of time. I had a lot more to go.
We ain't got nothing else.
Yeah. I had to take a nap, man. I was up ever since 3 o'clock this morning running around Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah. We'll probably try to go live from Gators Memorial next week if I get one of my interns to come in and tape it. And so the next week we'll probably be live from Gators Memorial, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
So,
y'all
keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all keep your thick skin, because behind closed door they're killing us. But hey, it's all good. They killed Jesus, so hey, we good.
All right, Drew, I got it to the people. I did ask them a riddle. I'm gonna try it one more time, and then I'm gonna give the answer. And to prove we did have a legit answer, I was in London. I was going across the London Bridge. I met a London soldier. He tips his hat and drew his sword. His name already told you. Now you got about 1 minute to come up with an answer. I'm going to give it to all the people who listening. Anybody coming up with it yet, G? I don't want to give them the answer. They come.
You say 1 minute?
Yeah. You say London?
Yeah, I was in London. London, England.
Right. And that's where they came from?
Don't try to get slick with me, okay? Are y'all ready? Y'all come on. Anybody got an answer yet? All right.
Somebody say Charlie.
That's
Charlie,
you know,
is that it?
And I tell you why a lot of people say Charlie, and it happened when I'm in person when I do it. It's because when I say I was in London, and that's where they're thinking I'm giving my name, but that's not it. And here it go one more time, and then I'm gonna tell a name. I was in London. I was going across the London Bridge. I met a London soldier. He tipped his hat and drew his sword. His name already told you. What's his name? And by the way, London Bridge is no longer in London. It's now in Arizona. People, they took it and tore it all down. Arizona purchased it. It's in Arizona now.
Diane said yes.
Now his name?
Bernard said A.
His name is Andrew. That's his name. Thank you,
Andrew.
That's correct. I tell you his
and
name.
drew his sword.
Right. Andrew is his name.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
You gotta listen closely to riddles like that.
Yeah.
It's a riddle. It's a riddle.
It was a good riddle. It was a good riddle.
I know.
All right, good people. We'll see y'all tomorrow on Ebony Sports Reporters, and we'll see you Friday on Ink the Ink. We'll see you Friday night on and we'll see you tomorrow on Taking a Journey Together. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock with Mona Lisa Monroe. We'll see you Friday with Financial Sins at 1. 6 o'clock, you got Incarceration to Incorporation. 8:30, you got Score Bigger Dating Virtual Hangout. And on Saturday, you got the Watchdogs and a bunch of other shows that we're developing for you with Little Known Black History Facts and From the Hood to the Pulpit. Those shows are being developed along with all the other stuff we're doing. I'm busy with all this stuff and trying to run campaigns.
And don't forget to come out and see me on May the 20th.
And I thank you.
Out at Memorial Stadium at 10 o'clock in the morning.
All right.
I will be there. Thank you.
Cecilia said that's a good one, Charlie.
Well, wait till the one next week.
He said,
Yeah.
Man, so it was good.
Serious. A man, next week, they can be thinking about it. A man who live on the 6th floor, get on the elevator every morning and ride down to the 1st floor. When he come home in the evening, he matches the 4th floor, then he walk up 2 flights. Why does he do it? Every day, Monday through Friday.
Because the elevator don't go up to the 6th floor, it only goes up to the 4th.
It does. He catch it on the 6th floor and ride down to the 1st.
Well,
and when he come home, he go up to the 4th floor and he walk up 2 flights. Why does he do it? And then next week after that, a man is running away from home from a man in a mask. What is he running away from? I got a lot of them for you, ladies and gentlemen.
What you say, Bernard?
I know that first one ain't called Stillwell Tower elevator because it don't work.
On that note,
I like that.
On that note, people, we will make sure that y'all tune in. Make sure y'all share this show even after they go off. Share. Go back on and share it with all your friends. Tell everybody to watch it. We try to bring you information that you can use. And we love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I'll see y'all later on.
All right.
Good night. Peace. Thank you.
All right. Love y'all.
I like that. 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 like this. I like this.